good, everybody? Welcome to episode 20. Shake the damn table.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we up.
Awesome.
We in the yeah, we in the twos now. We got a great episode today. You know, I'm your host David, of course, joined with my two co-hosts, Amyna and John.
Oh, forgot my name. Who is this? Person on the couch over here.
He said, "Wow." But we got a great topic today, and we're gonna jump right into that. But before we do that, let's get into the move of the week.
Okay, so I have two moves this week.
Oh, too.
Right. So the first one, this group Elevators, they're teaming up with the Harvard Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship and Women in Entrepreneurship at UAB. So they're showing this film called Boss, the Black Experience in Business, and they're going to have a reception after the film, and then they're going to have a real talk back about like being black in business. So it's supposed to be like really informational.
So cool.
I think Melvin from
Okay.
the Kickback is,
Alright.
a part of that too.
Shout out, Melvin.
It's dope. It's on Tuesday, so when this episode airs, it's going to be at 5 to 8:30 p.m. and it's going to be at UAB School of Business. So
Cool.
Nice reception.
yeah. And then No More Martyrs. So Destiny Love, who came to our mental health awareness event.
Yeah.
She's from No More Martyrs. Her and Nadia Richardson. They're doing a Fighting Black Youth Suicide in Alabama call to action at Birmingham Southern College. Oh, and the other event is free. This event is free as well.
Free.
Noted.
All these free events.
Cool.
So, they're a mental health awareness campaign that seeks to build a community of support for Black women and girls. And so they're going to do a community forum on the rise of suicide in Black youth. So
Dope.
that's on Wednesday,
Dope.
July 17th from 12:30 to 4:30. So
Shout out, yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good.
Cool.
That's a good
stuff
move.
for Black folks to
Yeah.
go educate themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Seek knowledge. Yeah, those both sound like two dope causes. But let's get into the business of the week.
All right, business is going to be Smash Bros Radio. So this is a group of guys. This is an live internet radio show. Group of guys. A guy named Chris Ratcliffe and two other guys. I'm not sure what the other guy's name, but they all produce, I believe, and one of them raps. So what they do is, I actually went on the show. You send in your local artists can send in their music to their show, and what they do is rate it, or not rate it, but they kind of critique it and give you kind of feedback on what can you do better, what's good, what's bad. It's real dope. So get your music heard. They got a lot of listeners. It's a live show. It's a really dope vibe. I went on there and got my songs played. So it was cool. And so people got to review my songs as they were playing live. So it's cool.
I know, we got to put the
Where can we
link
watch
in.
that? Smash. So they got a Facebook page, Smash Bros Radio. You just search that. That should come up, and you'll see their page. And they post once a week, on one day of the week.
And is your video in there?
My video, you can find it on there because they say you can look at them afterwards. It is on there somewhere. I don't know what it's called.
We gonna find it.
I try. Yeah, you can look at my episode.
So y'all never would have known this until right now.
Anyway, check them out, man. That's the business.
Okay, dope. Definitely gotta check them out. Now we know John on there, but you already know
It was a while ago,
I
like
know
months
you
ago. Yeah. You should have watched it when it happened. I'm just saying. Real friends.
Wow.
I'm dead.
He didn't send it.
Hey, got a promo too, man.
Whatever.
But you already know what time it is. Time for this trivia, man. Y'all ready? I switched it up this week. I'm gonna do it's basically Black sports trivia. So
Okay.
yeah,
And it's just us now. I feel pressure.
This is me versus you.
all week. This is for superiority. Who will win?
Who's gonna stay on the show?
Oh, wow.
Place your bets now. Who's finna
You
win?
win, dude.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bet.
I'm dead. Okay, so first question. Jackie Robinson was the first black player allowed to play in the major leagues of baseball. In what year did Jackie break the color barrier?
Dang, I thought it was true or false. So yes.
Yes. I'm so dead. Okay, A, 1951, B, 1958, C, 1947, or D, 1945. Okay. Y'all got it?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the answer is C, 1947.
I was like, it's 50s or 40s.
I thought it was 40s.
Yeah, but It's Jackie Robinson became the first black player to play in the major leagues of baseball when he started first base for the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. So yeah,
I'm just 2 years old.
I'm just
That was what I meant to say.
yeah, that's what I said last episode, bro.
Yeah, you clearly
Don't listen,
wrong letter.
don't listen to my co-host. That's what I'm talking about. Clearly, I knew it. They were right here. But okay. Question number 2. This fullback for the Cleveland Browns averaged an NFL record of 5.2 yards per carry during his football career. He would later become a prominent civil rights activist. Who is he? NFL player. A. Marcus Allen. B. O.J. Simpson.
Hell no.
C. We got 3 answers.
Activist, hell no.
They were all for this question. I'm like, well, we know what it ain't.
HB, got it.
Because I ain't probably going to get it, but I know that.
Shit, boy. Okay, C. Jim Brown, or D. Walter Payton. And A was Marcus Allen. So, ABC.
He said Browns?
Yes, A. Marcus Allen, B.
Know this, but
Jim Brown,
I don't know this.
C. Walter Payton.
Alright, sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. I'm pretty sure.
Ow!
D fell on the floor.
The answer
Sorry, I meant to put C though.
We going back in time, and I'm getting my point there, because y'all playing games, bro.
I ain't playing no games.
Okay, the answer is C. So
I know it's C. Because I
You
know.
pulled the wrong card.
No. This is what happened. I thought Walter Payton was not active. So I'm gonna be playing for the team, but I wanted to change my answer. When I pulled it, I swear to you.
this is me from last week, bro.
I say no to both of them and give me the point.
I don't know. As far as like playing field, yeah, I mean, it got it.
Alright, whatever. I knew it was C.
It's just so funny looking at me doing the same thing, bro. I swear that was me, bro. Yeah, but the answer is, in fact, Jim Brown.
I knew
And
that.
Jim Brown played 9 seasons for the Cleveland Browns while piling up 12,312 yards rushing and scoring 106 touchdowns. So,
And I also knew that.
bonus answer, that. More?
Alright.
Cool. Okay, last question. This is for you to tie and for her to, add on to her lead. Okay, this baseball slugger holds the record for most career home runs
Baseball.
in MLB history. Who is he? A. Willie Mays, B. Hank Aaron, C. Eddie Murray, or D. Barry Bonds?
What was the question again?
The question
This
is
slugger.
player? I'm like, boy, old vernacular. This baseball slugger holds the record for most career home runs in MLB history.
Okay.
Alright.
Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Eddie Murray, Barry Bonds.
Go to what's A and B again?
Willie Mays,
Okay.
Hank Aaron, Eddie Murray, Barry Bonds. Okay, let's do it. So your answer is B. It's Hank Aaron.
I grew up on baseball, so there we go.
I look
That was
like
the
a
one I didn't
terrible
know.
sports person right now.
Me say, yeah, okay.
Hey man, we got that.
Oh, you got another one?
No, I was just saying. I was just reading like the info. Hank Aaron holds the record for most career homers in Major League Baseball history. He smacked 755 homers in his 23-year career. So.
Smack.
Right, I was like, I'm dead, bro. These how they answer.
Yeah, man, I watch sports. I swear. This is basketball and tennis.
They like.
and sometimes football. So I ain't know no baseball.
Y'all already know I was all basketball, but definitely football too. So, yeah, we better talk about our childhood sports, bro.
You stop it.
I'm dead. But yes, good round. But for the, so we got episode 20. I titled it "Your Battle Is My Battle," and this is based on we're gonna be talking about the A$AP Rocky situation, as we've all heard. He's imprisoned right now in Sweden in solitary confinement. We've all seen the videos. But the main thing I want to jump in is I was gonna jump to the past comments from Rocky, but for just starting off right now, I just wanted to know where do y'all stand as far as if you feel this should be happening to him, if he needs to, if we need all just be dropping everything to that treating him like it is if this should be like a super urgent thing, or is it low key like, oh, this it's kind of like it is what it is kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder where y'all stand right now, currently.
I mean, like, I don't wish anybody like to be in solitary confinement, especially at like jail or necessarily. It's a sucky situation because he shouldn't be going through that. But you know,
In general, yes.
Yeah.
black people anywhere liable to be locked up. So.
It is what it is. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, but like also in the scenario of like what was brought up with the whole like Crissle and Joe Budden situation and stuff like that, I can definitely like say like I'm not gonna necessarily say everybody has to go jump up on his bandwagon because he would not do the same for you.
It go both ways.
I mean, like, and I think that it could possibly be a lesson for him in that retrospect because that, you know, that statement in particular did become a like viral moment and everything, and it's kind of something that like now people are looking, you know, at and that he will like learn about and everything. It could, you know, right, it could like give him a real grounding like moment of like, regardless of if you are Al Sharpton and going out and really like getting people out and like on the streets activism, you can still acknowledge the fact that you're a black man and this stuff can happen to you, and it is happening to you right now. So like,
I mean, life is full circle, bro. Like as she just pointed out, clearly explained.
Yeah. Free ASAP. That's all I have to say.
This could be a good episode. I'm getting the contrast. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to. I was going to say, like, does he need to learn his lesson, or is it because, you know what I'm saying, or should he be forgiven and supported? And you know, we're all naturally empathetic, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we feel the struggle. Like, your struggle is my struggle, you know what I'm saying? As me being a black person, I don't see how something happening to somebody else, like, we're all just black, you know what I'm saying? The same, when they see us, it's the same thing. So what do you think, because you've reached a certain, even more so, like, since you've reached that pedestal, you should feel even more of a sense to try to help the people, you know, under you, because like you were able to be on top pedestal in white America. Like that's an accomplishment for us. So don't forget where you came from, right?
Yeah. Here's my thing on that, like his whole comments or whatever. I'm on both sides. Like I see everybody's point. Like you have influence. You're this superstar. You should use your influence to, you know, say something, at least say something about it. But it's like I also get his side is like I just want to just talk about music and don't ask me this. I don't want to be an activist because I can't lie. If I was maybe in that position, I may not want to speak on that. But here's his problem. Like here's what I think people may not be looking at. Like this is I don't know if I'm just too nice or I just give people benefit of the doubt all the time, but I look at like what he was trying to say. He was trying to say, I don't ask me about this because I don't want to talk about it. I just want to talk about music, things that I'm passionate about. He don't have media training. He said it wrong. He said it very, very badly. And you don't say stuff like that. You just can't. But that was a mistake. You know, you grow, but I think what he was trying to say is, I just want to talk about my things. He shouldn't have said it the way he said it. That's just me trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It was 4 years ago. I mean, I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? And because my mindset 4 years ago, trash. I don't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like it was completely different. You know, but it's just like, you know, part of it. I'm trying to go with that, but at the same time, it's like I still feel like it's just the way you say it.
Yeah, it was definitely irresponsible.
It just sounds like more so what he was saying. It's just like that mindset of I made it, I'm privileged now, like I don't have to worry about this shit anymore. Not even just like what he wants to talk about for like music, but it's just like people try to put into, because he made a statement about like not want to be a politician or whatever. People try to put politics as this thing that like only certain people can talk about. Politics is just the way that you think about life and how you think things should be going, and like the country that you live in, the states that you live in, like you as a person, your rights and shit. So everybody should have an opinion on that. because that's a part of you as well. But you saying that you don't have an opinion on it is just saying that because I'm good, it doesn't matter. If
That's
anybody
exactly how
else
it's.
Or it could be saying just don't ask me about that. You know what I'm saying? Like just I don't want to talk about life, or I don't want to talk about things like that. I don't know. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I don't think it's like black and white.
You're getting the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Like I feel. I mean, there's definitely some gray area there to me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, but I have.
I'm a nice. I'm just too nice. I don't know. I'm weird.
I feel for him, but I'm trying to see both sides. But I have the expert. The excerpt.
So you have an expert. Who's the expert on this?
Okay. So back in 2015, Time Out interview, Rocky was quoted saying, "And I want to talk about fucked up shit in my life, not that fucked up shit I see on TV because I'm not there. How am I gonna help something that I'm not helping? It's fucked up. It's a touchy subject."
Yeah.
He added, I did not want to sign up to be no political activist. I want to talk about my motherfucking lean, my best friend dying, the girls that come in and out of my life, the jiggy fashion I wear, the new inspiration in drugs. I don't want to talk about no fucking Ferguson and shit because I don't live over there. I live in fucking Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate. You know what I'm saying? It just comes
snobbish.
That's what I'm saying.
It sounds terrible, bro.
It's sad. Like, how can I'm trying to ignore it? Like,
yeah, I know.
He's removing himself purposefully. He's saying, "I'm not there. I'm not a part of that. I'm not this." But you are black.
Yeah,
and we're not there. We're not a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, in Sweden, so shit. Fuck you. But I mean, you cool. But
I get it. I definitely get it. I'm telling you, I get it. I'm not saying I don't get it. I'm just trying to look at it from both sides.
But yeah, I mean, like. Of course, there's like, it doesn't have to be a responsibility for you to be on the front lines or anything like that, but it's just like, for you to purposefully just like remove it. Like, we already have division within ourselves as it is. But for you to purposefully, and being a person of influence, that's giving people like, that whole mindset of like, even after like Reconstruction and shit like that, of once we make it, we ain't gotta worry about that other shit. Like, we're not in this together no more. I'm making it for myself and my family, and that's it.
Yeah. My thing, I would just hope that was 4 years ago. I would hope his mindset has changed since then. Hopefully, That's a horrible mindset to have.
Based on what he puts out there, it's still
the benefit of the doubt if like that was what you thought. But I don't know.
But yeah, we don't know. We just don't know.
I mean, we all know ASAP, man. You know what I'm saying? Fashion, music, like he's gassed at his level. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no one has anything.
Confident.
Right, he is. You know what I'm saying? And no one has anything. You know, he's dope. Like, he's dope as fuck. Yeah, I already know it. But like, no one has anything bad to say. ASAP. He's never heard anything bad. Like he's just gassed up to this kind of level.
But he also does surround himself with a lot of like white people and stuff like that as well too. Like the statement or whatever one of his representatives had said, I feel like this was written by a white person. But I mean, so basically they're trying to make this situation into the mistreatment of an American citizen by the Swedish authorities and making it basically seem like it's more focused on the fact that he's somebody that's American and he's in a foreign country being mistreated.
Turn into an international issue.
Right. So they came to say, if we learned anything over the last 3 years, it's that President Trump will not stand for Americans being mistreated by a foreign government. His strong leadership is needed now more than ever. If this can happen to ASAP, it can happen to any American.
Oh my
If this isn't the whitest shit I've ever heard.
Whitewash news, bruh. Flipping the narrative to make you look good. That's clear. This is like helping Trump presidency, all that stuff. Like, that ain't
ASAP, if you hear Trump trying to get you out, what do you do? Do you leave? Do you let Trump help you?
I mean, you get out the situation, but it's like, I'm not going to give him no credit.
I'm not going to let him
know. No, bro. I might just have to chill until somebody else is available.
Think about it. Think about it. If your saving grace ends up being Trump, you might just want to chill where you at for a minute.
I can't lie. If you let Trump let him out, then we might have to be like, come on.
Well, yeah, right.
I don't know. But you never know. You don't know the situation you're in. But I can't lie. Trump trying to help me. I'm riding.
But the thing is, like, what makes you think that Trump would even give a fuck about ASAP Rocky Black ass?
I don't even know who he is.
Who? ASAP? Who?
As soon as possible. Huh?
Are you telling me to do this ASAP for Rocky?
Who the hell's Rocky?
Who is Rocky?
Why is he in such a rush?
What are you doing in Sweden? Like, I don't know. That's hilarious, but yeah. I mean, but yeah, like I said, I definitely overall I feel like we can agree that we want. It's important to learn like whatever lesson you need to in life or whatever you need perspective you need to have. Like maybe he needs to this is a lesson for him to be more empathetic and actually care. And because once it happens to you, it's a whole different story. It happens to someone you love, it's a whole different story. So like, but we're the type of people, you know, we don't need to happen to us directly to still care as much. So like, maybe this is just like his like step at the door for that.
Yeah.
Crazy that to be in another country in someone else's hands, but it's like, you know, everyone different. He's a celebrity, so he has a different life than us. So that might be what he need. But hopefully, it ain't no 6-year sentence, as they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's in
That's
solitary confinement too, so you know he got to be thinking about some shit. So.
Yeah.
Man, just
It could be
sucks.
just like a lesson.
Keep your sanity,
you know?
man.
I mean, hopefully it's not a long lesson. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I hope you get out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because you know how international relations are, like they not everybody likes the USA, as we know. So
Yeah.
like if they see like a black person, oh he's an American too, they gonna take advantage of that, like try, you know, like they're gonna be difficult on purpose. Like I don't think we have I don't know our relationship with Sweden, but
well, Sweden was like, no.
history.
I don't know.
Bless.
Never mind.
I don't know a damn thing about Sweden.
But they like denied him from something, like he had a trial or something like that, and they denied.
Oh,
him.
he tried to appeal, saying it was like a proof of innocence, saying like oh yeah, like, you know, getting like support from back home from celebrities and stuff like that. He's trying to build that, and then you know, and a lot of people were saying like free him and all that stuff.
Right.
And then, you know, he was like saying like, you know, his video, because like what happened, they showed that they were following him the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Which the video was weird too. It was just
I've
like,
never seen the video.
You see it? Oh, it's on his page. He posted it.
I heard Crystal talk about it on, like, well, Kid Fury was talking about it on the read, like saying what was in the video and everything, but I didn't watch it.
Oh dang! Well, since I have watched it, yes, like he was. I mean, it just showed ASAP, his bodyguard, and like his crew. They're walking, and there's like these two Swedish people, and they were like following them, and they kept turning around and say like, "Stop following me!" You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all keep following me? I don't know what happened before the video. You know, obviously they were following for a reason. I don't know, whatever. But they literally they would start walking away, and then they would just keep walking. And it's just like, bruh. So like that's when aggression started like getting hot, and you know, his security was like, "Hey, bro, you know, I'll beat the fuck out of you." You know what I'm saying? Like, turn around. They kept following them. The video was it's like I think it was like 2 minutes, but they kept following most of the video, and ultimately it ended up in an altercation where ASAP threw one of the people, like literally. Right. The first thing I saw when I saw the video, like, I went to the comments. They were like, "ASAP strong, man." Like I was like, "What happened?" He threw one of them. So like, whatever. It was from like them following them escalated to that point. So obviously that's when and then I went through like the timeline of it, and like they said that happened, and then I don't know. They went their separate ways. ASAP was performing because you know he's out there on tour. So he was performing. After the performance, he got arrested. So you know what I'm saying? They came to his event, and you know what I'm saying. So that's how it happened. But it's just like, dang, bro, it's just unfortunate because, like, you know, the video went viral over there, and they, you know, they could watch it too, so they saw that, and they just came and got him. So it was like, dang. I don't know who's in the wrong. I mean, whatever. They were following.
Somebody following you.
Yeah.
Stop.
Stop.
He explained it and everything. It sounded like, you know, like he shouldn't have went to jail over that.
No.
But,
No, definitely. But then they were like, "You did throw it, man." I mean, I don't know what their rules are over there too. You guys say you gotta be more cautious.
Right, yeah.
Free ASAP, bro. I don't see how you not root for this man to get free. I just don't understand that. I don't understand that.
It's really just depends on like it's your decision. It just depends on like if what he said in the past like bothers you enough for real. I mean,
it's not even saying that he doesn't deserve to be free. It's just saying that I'm not gonna be the one to like promote your freedom.
Yeah.
Like, get out yourself.
I get that. It's just for this. This is me. Like, I don't know. I feel like I got a unpopular opinion. I guess. Like, I just feel like black people, like we're moving a lot in the right direction. Black people, we're starting to realize our worth. We're starting to like take shit back, stuff like that, and like we're not letting things like that used to tear us apart, like Lil Nas X coming out gay. Like we didn't, you know. We're rooting for him, you know, because in the past that would have, that was jokes for the most part, you know, that would have, the hip hop would have cast him out, or Jordan Woods, we're not letting like them bully her, you know, and I feel like we shouldn't let this happen to ASAP, you know, even though he said some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's not, to me, it's not on us to judge, you know, or to say that's like, or deem his punishment, he should stay. That's not like, we should always be in the mindset to help. That's what I feel like. Especially if they black.
You shouldn't always be defined by your mistakes.
Let's help him. Let's help him once he get out. All right. Let's not shun him.
That's real.
Yeah, it don't have to be.
And I get it. Like he said some fucked up shit, but I'm not an eye for an eye person. Man. Let's get our brother out. That's our brother. You get what I'm saying? We don't. That's how I think.
It's just it would be
it's
nice to
bigger
see.
than us.
You're real. You're right. It would be nice to see the change after that.
Yeah.
Preferably though.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, like.
I just wanted. I don't know. I just have.
I mean, honestly, that was the whole thing I was trying to like group it to, like, you know, like the sense of community as we talked about in our last episode. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the keys to life. So like, that's still our brother. You know what I'm saying? Just like how he doesn't understand, like at the point or that point, he didn't understand like how someone else's struggle is his struggle. His struggle in a way is still our struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's just like. Of course, you don't have to be as vocal about it if you don't support him for whatever, but you can still like want him free, but not have to, you know, support it or whatever. But like, at the end of the day, like him being there is still like, it's still against our race. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, in a way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just look at it past the situation.
It's still part of the culture,
right?
So, that's just how I look at it. But.
Yeah. Community is.
What he said was fucked up. Not denying that at all.
Right.
I'll just say we've all said some stuff in the past we would take back. So.
Yeah, please don't pull up my old tweets.
Think about Little John.
Delete all the trigger words and stuff. Just be like, whoop.
Right. It's like, you know, and you know, like I know, but at the end of the day, I still know he has like he's a bright person. You know what I'm saying? And like, he just needs a little. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being humble in life. Everyone needs their time to get humble in this way.
Yeah.
Right, hopefully.
What more do you need in this?
Right.
He got the top level of humility, like that's cool, but everyone, you know, different pedestals in life needs that. So, you know, it was like, I know, like personally, if I was in a position of power, like I know that I'm gonna be pulling my resources to like help people. And, you know, Cole talks about it all the time, like talking about like not hoarding your wealth, you know, like, you know, make sure you're trying to lift people, your own people up too. Like that's the only way we're gonna do it. We can't all do it alone. So, you know, a lot of gems, definitely a lot of lessons in there to learn, you know, and just have that mindset. Like, you know, I mean, MLK said, you know, an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So what's happening in Ferguson, even though you in Beverly Hills, there's that justice is, you know what I'm saying? Like that was really the only point why people just don't want to let it go. But like, you can't hold the past over people. It doesn't help them grow. So. It's balance, you know.
Yeah, but you know, get back and you know, support Ferguson. I mean, you have an influence. You influence the culture. You gotta. You may not want to be that person, but you have to. You know, it's upon you now.
It's an obligation.
You know,
I don't care what no one says. You
should want to help.
Yeah, we all have different levels of like. You know, like obviously, like the MLKs of the world. You know, I couldn't be MLK. I couldn't be Nipsey to black people. That's not. You know what I'm saying? But like, whatever wherever you are in life, like position, you have a different percentage than like ASAP I think he has a bigger obligation than me currently because like I can't do the same stuff he can do. You know what I'm saying? And to whom much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's growing. It's probably just like a lesson ultimately. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says, you know. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you fulfill the law of Christ. So, yeah.
You came with the quotes.
Oh yeah, man. You know, you gotta end it with the Bible. The Bible says, you know,
God said it.
You know, and I know ASAP's talked about God before. You know what I'm saying? So I know he has a connection there. So it's just, but gotta be empathetic, like you know, like John preaches all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I mean, it was your episode where that episode, you were the guest when like that, you first said it ever. And then it started from there, so you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, so we've been saying it. But yeah, since what my co-host said, always, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I got another MLK quote to lead with, you know, like, you already know the classic, you know, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? You know what I'm saying? So, if you're in a certain position, what are you doing for others?
Amen, quote Korley.
Quote boy Korley. I'm dead. But yeah, also.
ML Korley, bro.
ML Korley.
I'm so weak.
Y'all feel like we got a good topic on both sides of the spectrums, you know, because it's definitely the whole like Joe Budden and all that stuff, and you know, like they definitely got it. There's different perspectives of support, but ultimately, you know, free Flacco. You know, and make sure you care about people around you. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about your struggle, because you got brothers and sisters going through the same struggle. So why not try to help each other? Especially, you know, if you get to a certain point, get back. You know, that's just the community. So.
Yeah, we desensitize ourselves too much, and I think that's like the issue with what he said before and everything. It's just that, you know, desensitization and just being able to live in ignorance.
It's a level of ignorance in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
because he's like, I mean, I'm fine over here. Like, ignorance is bliss. So yeah, you fine over there. Because if you were paying attention to over here, you wouldn't be fine. The shit that be happening to us here, it's tragic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's wherever you place your importance, but make sure you're placing your importance in life on the right things. You know what I'm saying? So, well-being of others, love, all that good stuff. We're leaving on such a positive note. So, which is good. But yeah, right. Spread love.
We love you.
It's like we love y'all. But yeah, y'all carry this energy into the week. Y'all got any last thoughts?
You want to sing the Barney I Love You song, guys?
No.
That's just hard.
But yeah, but we'll see y'all next week.